What if I told you that every time you step into the shower, you might be silently shortening your lifespan and not even know it? Most people think staying clean is simple. A quick rinse, some soap, and you're good to go. But here's the twist. Many older adults overlook 5 small areas on the body that play a huge role in immune health, circulation, and even brain clarity. Why do some people in their 90s still walk strong, think sharp, and sleep soundly, while others in their 60s already struggle with balance fatigue or chronic infections? It's not just luck or genes, it's about how you take care of your body, especially after 50, when every habit becomes either a step toward vitality or decline. New research shows that daily hygiene done right can help prevent aging diseases, reduce inflammation, and support long-term wellness. In just 3 minutes a day, you could unlock powerful longevity secrets and reclaim the energy you thought was gone for good. At Live Healthy After 50, we share practical science-backed advice to help you age well and stay strong naturally. So if you're ready to feel better, live longer, and rediscover that youthful sharpness, start by answering this simple question in the comments. Which body part do you think people forget to clean most? Like this video, subscribe for more healthy aging insights. And now let's get to the 5 overlooked areas that could change the way you age. 1. Your feet, the foundation of strength as you age. Most people don't think twice about their feet until something goes wrong. But here's the hard truth. Your feet are one of the most neglected parts of the body, especially after 60. And that neglect comes with a cost. Poor foot hygiene doesn't just lead to dry skin or odor. It can slowly erode your balance, impair blood flow, and trigger infections that creep into your daily life without warning. Think about how much your feet do for you every day. They carry your full body weight, help you stay mobile, and keep you grounded literally. But as we age, circulation to the lower extremities decreases, nerve sensitivity fades, and the skin becomes thinner and more prone to injury. A small crack between the toes can turn into a painful infection. A bit of lingering moisture can become a breeding ground for fungus, and poor sensation in the soles. That's one of the leading reasons older adults lose confidence walking, or worse, suffer dangerous falls. According to the CDC, over 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 and older fall each year, and many of those falls start with something as simple as unsteady footing. What makes it worse, these falls often result in serious injuries like hip fractures, and for some, they mark the beginning of long-term health decline. So yes, something as small as foot care can have life-altering consequences. The problem is most hygiene routines don't prioritize feet. Maybe they get a quick rinse in the shower, maybe not. But real foot care requires intention, and thankfully it only takes a few minutes a day. Here's the right way to do it. First, wash your feet daily, not just let water run over them. Use warm water and a gentle soap. Take time to clean the top, soles, and especially between your toes. This is where bacteria and fungus love to hide, especially in warm, moist conditions like socks and shoes. Second, dry them thoroughly, and not just a quick pat. Use a clean, soft towel and gently dry between each toe. Leaving moisture behind, even a little, can set the stage for athletes' foot blisters or painful cracks in the skin. Think of it like drying dishes. You wouldn't stack them away wet, right? Third, moisturize with care. The skin on your feet dries out faster as you age, leading to discomfort and even bleeding if left unchecked. Use a light fragrance-free lotion on the tops and soles, but never between the toes. That area needs to stay dry. Now let me tell you about Robert. He's 73, retired, living in Boise, Idaho. For years, he struggled with soreness in his feet, especially in the morning. He chalked it up to aging. But one day during a regular checkup, his doctor asked a simple question. "Do you wash and dry your feet every day?" Robert admitted he didn't. It felt too basic to matter. But the doctor encouraged him to try a proper routine for just 2 weeks. Robert did more than try. He committed. He got a small stool for the shower, bought a soft bristled brush, started checking his feet nightly. And something surprising happened. The soreness faded. His balance improved. Even his back felt better, because when your feet are stable, your entire posture adjusts. Stories like Robert's aren't rare. In fact, many seniors report that once they take foot care seriously, their mobility and energy improve. Why? Because healthy feet mean better circulation, fewer infections, and a stronger sense of independence. That's what daily habits for longevity really look like. Not expensive supplements or miracle cures, but small, consistent acts that support your body from the ground up. This is why senior health needs to start at your feet. They are the silent foundation of everything you do, walking, standing, and even sleeping well at night. If you're aiming to live healthy after 50, never overlook them. Proper foot hygiene is one of the simplest and most powerful tools we have to promote over 60 wellness. So tonight, take a moment. Look down. Are your feet getting the care they deserve? Foot circuit 2, your tongue, the forgotten filter of bacteria. Most people brush their teeth every day. Some floss. A few rinse with mouthwash. But there's one powerful part of your mouth that often gets completely ignored, and it's silently sabotaging your health. Your tongue. What many don't realize is that your tongue isn't just a muscle for tasting and speaking. It's a sponge for bacteria. And when left uncleaned, it becomes the perfect environment for disease to thrive. At any given time, your tongue is home to over 700 species of bacteria. Some of them are harmless, but many are not. These harmful microbes cling to the surface of your tongue, feeding on food particles and dead cells. And when they grow unchecked, the consequences go far beyond bad breath. Researchers from the American Academy of Periodontology have found a direct link between poor tongue hygiene and increased risk of heart disease, gum infections, and even systemic inflammation. Why? Because when the tongue harbors bacteria, those toxins don't stay put. They find their way into your bloodstream, especially if your gums are inflamed or receding, a common issue for people over 50. That means your daily routine might be putting strain on your heart, your immune system, and even your brain without you realizing it. One of the earliest signs, a dulled sense of taste. You start noticing food doesn't have the same spark. Or maybe your morning coffee tastes bitter instead of rich. And of course, persistent bad breath, even if you brush regularly. These aren't just minor annoyances. They're your body's way of sounding an alarm. Let's talk about how to fix it simply and effectively. The answer isn't more toothpaste. It's a tool many people over 60 have never tried: a tongue scraper. Unlike a toothbrush, which barely reaches into the grooves of your tongue, a scraper gently removes the built-up film that holds bacteria and debris. Here's how to do it right. Each morning before breakfast, stand in front of the mirror. Place the scraper at the back of your tongue and slowly glide it forward. Don't press hard. Think of it like wiping a dusty shelf. You want to be firm, not rough. Rinse the scraper after each pass. Do this 3 to 4 times. Then rinse your mouth with water or a mild mouthwash. At night, repeat, just more gently. Your tongue may be more sensitive after a full day of use. This simple 2-minute habit can do more than freshen your breath. It can boost your immune system by lowering the bacterial load your body has to fight off. It can sharpen your sense of taste, making meals enjoyable again. And for many older adults, it can reduce plaque buildup and gum inflammation. Let me introduce you to Sharon and Michael. Sharon is 68, a retired nurse living in Asheville, North Carolina. For years, she struggled with a constant bitter taste in her mouth. Nothing seemed to help. Her dentist recommended a tongue scraper. Skeptical but willing, she gave it a try. After just a week, she was amazed. Her coffee tasted right again. Her mouth felt clean, not just brushed. And during her next dental visit, her hygienist noticed less plaque and stronger gums. Michael, age 72, from Sacramento, had a different struggle: bad breath. He brushed twice a day, flossed like clockwork, but still avoided close conversations. He started tongue scraping every morning. Within days, his breath improved. Within weeks, he stopped worrying about social situations. His confidence returned, and so did his smile. Stories like theirs are powerful, but they're not rare. In fact, tongue cleaning has become a core part of natural health for seniors who want to take charge of their well-being without relying solely on medications. It's one of those doctor tips for older adults that feels small but carries a big return. The best part: you don't need a prescription. You don't need a fancy product. All it takes is a few mindful strokes each day, and your body will thank you. So if you're over 60 and noticing changes in your breath, your taste, or your energy, don't overlook your tongue. It may just be the key to unlocking a healthier mouth, a stronger immune system, and better days ahead. Tip number 3, underarms, a blocked gateway to your immune system. Most people think of their underarms as nothing more than a place to fight sweat and odor. A swipe of deodorant, and they're done. But very few realize that this small area houses something far more important than sweat glands. Just beneath the skin of your underarms lies a dense network of lymph nodes, tiny but powerful components of your immune system. And here's the problem. When this area is neglected, the consequences aren't just surface level. You're not just risking irritation or body odor. You're slowly clogging your body's natural drainage system. When dead skin, old deodorant, and sweat build up, the lymphatic system can't do its job properly. That means toxins stay in your body longer, inflammation rises, and over time your immune defense begins to wear down. The lymph nodes under your arms are like traffic officers for your immune cells. They filter out waste-detect invaders and direct immune responses. But if that area becomes blocked because of product residue, trapped sweat, or irritated skin, your system gets sluggish. That's when chronic fatigue, swelling, or strange rashes start to appear. Many adults chalk these things up to age, but in truth, it's often the result of habits we've never been taught to question. One common mistake: applying deodorant to already dirty skin. Throughout the day, your underarms collect bacteria, oil, and even remnants of yesterday's antiperspirant. Layering new product on top traps it all under the skin. This can lead to itchy bumps, enlarged lymph nodes, and in some cases, infection. Let's talk about how to care for this area the right way. Start with warm water. This helps open up the pores. Use a soft cloth or your fingertips to gently wash the area. Skip the harsh scrubbing. The skin here is thin and sensitive. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap to avoid allergic reactions or further irritation. Once rinsed thoroughly, pat dry with a clean towel. Don't rub, don't rush. And here's the part most people miss: wait. Let your underarms air dry for a few minutes before applying any product. That small pause allows your skin to settle and reduces the risk of clogged pores. This habit might sound simple, but the impact is real. Angela is 66 and lives in Tucson, Arizona. For years, she dealt with recurring underarm rashes. It got to the point where she switched deodorants, constantly thinking she was allergic, but nothing helped. Eventually, her doctor asked how she washed that area, and that changed everything. Angela started using unscented soap. She stopped scrubbing and started patting dry. Most importantly, she gave her underarms time to breathe before using any product. Within 2 weeks, the rashes stopped. The bumps disappeared, and for the first time in years, she felt comfortable in her own skin. Proper underarm hygiene isn't just about comfort, it's about resilience. As we age, our skin changes, our immune systems slow down. That's why healthy aging depends on protecting the systems that keep us clean from the inside out. And there's more. Several studies, including one published in the Journal of Clinical Investigation, have shown that antiperspirants, especially those with aluminum, can build up in the lymph nodes. While more research is needed, early findings suggest that prolonged exposure could interfere with immune signaling. So cleaning thoroughly and giving your skin time to rest each day is more than a hygiene tip. It's a step towards strengthening your body's natural defense. These are the kinds of senior health tips that are easy to overlook, but make a real difference over time. They don't come in a bottle, they come from awareness and action. So if you've been struggling with irritation, swelling, or unexplained discomfort under your arms, don't brush it off. A better routine might be all it takes. This is part of what it means to age gracefully. Not ignoring the little things, but recognizing that your body is still trying to protect you, even in the smallest, quietest ways. All it asks for is a little care in return. Tip number 4, nasal passages, the air filter for your brain and heart. You breathe nearly 20,000 times a day. But when was the last time you thought about the health of your nose? Most people don't realize it, but your nasal passages are your body's first line of defense, filtering out dust, allergens, and harmful particles before they reach your lungs, brain, or bloodstream. And just like a furnace filter needs regular cleaning, your nose needs attention too. Neglecting nasal hygiene can quietly chip away at your energy, your sleep quality, and your mental sharpness. Poor airflow means less oxygen to the brain and heart. That's when fatigue creeps in. You wake up feeling groggy. You catch yourself forgetting things more often. You think it's just aging, but it might be your breathing. Studies from the American Thoracic Society show that reduced nasal airflow is directly associated with lower blood oxygen levels. And over time, this lack of oxygen can strain the heart and impair cognitive function. That means something as simple as a stuffy nose can snowball into larger issues like memory decline, high blood pressure, or poor circulation. For anyone focused on senior health, this isn't something to overlook. And the truth is, most people clean their noses wrong. They blow too hard, damage the lining, or ignore it completely. But with just a few gentle habits, you can improve your breathing, prevent infection, and feel more alert every day. Here's how to do it safely and effectively. Start your morning by gently rinsing around your nostrils with warm water. This helps clear overnight buildup. Then use a saline spray. A few short bursts in each nostril will flush out dust, allergens, and mucus that block airflow. If you suffer from seasonal congestion or chronic sinus issues, consider using a neti pot. It may look strange, but it works. This small teapot-like device uses a saltwater solution to rinse your sinuses completely. First-timers often say it feels like they're breathing clearly for the first time in years. For deeper cleansing, use a steam. Fill a bowl with hot water, add a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint oil, and inhale slowly under a towel. The steam opens your passages, the oils soothe inflammation, and within minutes your head feels clearer, you're breathing deeper. Afterward, gently pat your nose dry, and always use a soft tissue. Blowing too hard can force mucus deeper into your sinuses, leading to more congestion. Let's look at what this means in real life. Richard, 69, a retired truck driver in Oklahoma, had struggled with nasal blockage for decades. He thought waking up with a dry mouth and dull headache was normal. But after his daughter bought him a saline spray and showed him how to use it, he noticed a difference almost immediately. His sleep improved, he no longer snored, and during the day he felt more focused and less foggy. Then there's Maria. She's 74, a retired florist from Maine. Her mornings always started the same: stuffy, tired, and dragging. But after adding a 5-minute steam routine to her evenings, her nights changed. It's like someone flipped a switch, she said. I wake up feeling lighter, clearer, and more awake. These aren't isolated stories. They're examples of how better breathing supports better living, especially for those aiming to prevent aging diseases. Oxygen is your brain's fuel, and your nose controls the flow. If your filter is clogged, everything downstream suffers: your sleep, your heart, your focus. That's why nasal hygiene is one of the most overlooked doctor tips for older adults. It's simple, it's affordable, and it works. If you've been waking up tired, feeling stuffy, or struggling to think clearly, it might not be your age. It might be your nose. Keep it clean, keep it open, and give your brain and heart the air they need to thrive. Figure 5, belly button, a small spot with big consequences. It's one of the most overlooked parts of the body, hidden, quiet, and easy to forget. But the belly button, this tiny little hollow we've had since birth, can create real problems if ignored, especially for older adults. The truth is, your navel is a trap for moisture, sweat, dead skin, and bacteria. It's warm, it's dark, it rarely sees the light of day, and that makes it the perfect place for germs to gather. If left uncleaned, it doesn't just develop a musty smell. It can lead to irritation, fungal growth, and even infections that quietly chip away at your comfort and health. According to the Journal of Clinical Microbiology, the average human belly button hosts over 60 types of bacteria. Most are harmless, but when hygiene slips, especially in older adults with thinner skin or weaker immune function, this little crevice becomes a hidden health risk. And if you've ever had a piercing there, that risk goes up. The hole never fully closes. It stays like a pocket, a place where sweat and oils can sit unnoticed for days. One of the first signs: a faint odor. Not strong, not obvious, but enough to make you wonder if it's your clothes or your soap. Then maybe a red patch forms, or dry skin. Sometimes it becomes itchy or painful, but even then, most people never think to clean it. Why? Because they've never been told to. Here's what to do. Once or twice a week during your shower, take a soft cloth or cotton swab. Dip it in warm water with a little mild, unscented soap. Gently wipe the inside of your belly button. Don't scrub, just smooth circular motions, then rinse well. And this part matters: dry it completely. Use a clean towel or a dry cotton swab. Leaving even a drop of water in there invites bacteria to grow. If you have a navel piercing, pay special attention. Clean around the jewelry and inside the piercing with care. Let it breathe, and never apply heavy lotions or oils directly into the navel. They can trap moisture and feed unwanted bacteria. This small habit doesn't take more than a minute, but for older adults looking for practical longevity tips, it makes a surprising difference. Let me tell you about Carol. She's 78, a retired librarian in Michigan. For years, she noticed a strange smell coming from her shirts, even when they were freshly laundered. She tried changing detergents, switched body washes, nothing worked. Then during a visit with her granddaughter, a nurse, they got to talking. Her granddaughter asked if she ever cleaned her belly button. Carol laughed. Clean it? I haven't even looked at it in 20 years. That night she did. And sure enough, there was buildup, a faint yellowish residue. The next morning, she gently cleaned it with warm water and soap, dried it carefully. Within days, the odor was gone. But even more than that, she noticed her skin felt smoother around her waist, less irritated. And as she told it, I felt fresher, cleaner, like I'd taken care of something that had been bothering me without even knowing it. Stories like Carol's remind us that natural health for seniors isn't always about big changes. Sometimes it's about small places, quiet areas we don't talk about, but that matter just the same. And in this case, your belly button is more than just a childhood curiosity. It's part of your skin, your hygiene, and your overall sense of wellness. So if you're someone who takes pride in aging with grace, this is one simple step you can add to your routine. It's easy, it's gentle, and it can help you feel fresher, more comfortable, and more confident day after day. Because every part of your body matters, even the ones nobody sees. Not all health breakthroughs come from a bottle. And staying strong into your 70s, 80s, even 90s isn't about chasing trends or spending hours at the gym. Sometimes the secret is simpler, quiet, consistent care of the body you already have. Because what you do in the bathroom each morning may matter more than any supplement ever could. The 5 areas we explored today might seem small, but each one plays a powerful role in your immunity, circulation, energy, and even how confidently you carry yourself. When you care for them the right way, you're not just preventing discomfort, you're opening the door to clearer thinking, better sleep, and more joyful days. That's the heart of healthy aging. It's about choosing smart, sustainable habits that support your body from the inside out. At Live Healthy, after 50, we believe in small changes that bring big returns because they last. So if you're ready to put longevity secrets into practice, start with one forgotten hygiene habit this week. Stick with it. Then come back and tell us how it made you feel. Your story could inspire someone else to take that first small step. If this helped you, don't forget to subscribe. Your health is your greatest wealth.